Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to season 28 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we're set for 30 laps of racing here today, as the first race, as the inaugural race of the season, takes us to Daytona International Speedway and the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. As we got 41 cars from the 1984 Winston Cup car set for Aero 88 lined up on pit road and ready and raring to go for the season. And here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole is Joshua Osborne in car number 28 in the Hardee's Chevrolet. He's never won the Daytona 500. Hopes to do so here today. Alongside of him, another driver who, believe it or not, has never won his 500, but hopes to do so today as well too. It is Jessica Shelton in car number 9, the Coors Melling Ford, the 5-time series champion. Osborne's won it 3 times, as a matter of fact, too, this season. Championship. Second row has the 2 dual race winners here in the Gatorade Twin 125s. William Brock in car number 4. And the winner of the second dual race, Kyle Matthews in car 43, the STP Pontiac. Kyle taking the Richard Petty ride this season. Third rows, he's Keith Batson, last season's Daytona 500 champion in car 21, the Valvoline Ford. He's alongside car number 12. It is Ryan George in the Budweiser Chevrolet. Next row is number 90, Charles Sanford, and beside him will be car number 2, Dylan Young. Next row has Rob Evans in 55. He's alongside number 41, one of the rookies in the field. Colton Schwartz is alongside. Next row has another rookie, James Sykes in car number 89. He's driving a Pontiac. He's alongside car number 84. It is Zachary Fitzwater. Next row, Mitchell Collins in car number 70. He's won at Daytona once before, but it was in the Pepsi 400 season 21. He's in car number 70. He's alongside car number 88. It is Aaron Macklin, a rookie in the series here. He's no stranger to the NNSCRA. However, he's raced so many times in the NNSCRA Duracell Cup Series. Next row has number 22, Dylan Poteet. The first here has won the Daytona 500 twice in his career. He's alongside Levi McIntyre in car 17. His season 25 series champion. Poteet won the championship in season 1. Next row is Mike Becker, number 7, and number 64. It is Jay Jefferson, a pair of Fords. Next row has Matt Haas in car number 8. He's alongside car number 97, Laura Chung, one of the two Oldsmobiles in the field this season. Next row, Jacob Thibodeau in 33. He's alongside car number 98, Zach Rogers in the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. Next row down has number 15, Kat Batson in the Wrangler Jeans Ford. She's alongside Kev Sheeran in 71. Next row is number 51, Jordan Anderson. He's alongside car number 5, Phil Parker. Next row down has number 52, Seth Cole. He's alongside car number 14, Daniel Bouchard. He's in another Oldsmobile. Next row down has last season's Brickyard 400 champion Trent Dunham in the Bullfrog Niche Chevrolet car number 1. He's alongside car number 11. It is Zach Winkle. Next row, Quentin Moore in 26. He's driving a Buick this season. He's alongside Cole Deaver in car number 3. He also would like to get a Daytona 500 win himself, too, in the Wrangler Jeans Chevrolet. Cole winner twice this season, including last season, including the Southern 500 at Darlington. Next row, Chelsea Bolts driving the only Chrysler product in this field this season in car 67. She's alongside Nathan Hudson in car number 16. Next row down has 66, Johnny Gardner, the first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series winner, as he won the Daytona 500 in season number 1. He's alongside car number 44. It is Matt McIntyre, winner 3 times last season. Next row down has another rookie, Travis Furness, in car number 75 in a Salmonized Pontiac. He's alongside another rookie, car 27, Stephen Cullen in the Old Milwaukee Pontiac. Next row down has Zed Weinstein. Welcome him back into the season here. He's the season 13 Daytona 500 champion in car 47, the Hawaiian Punch Buick. He's alongside car 48, Jesse Turner. And starting shotgun field will be car number 0, another rookie. It is Shea Dairyman driving car number 0. He's driving the car owned by, I think it is the Dalma Cowart car he's driving, I believe. So with that said, here the field is lined up here. Let's get the command to fire the engines for the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. Commands are given for the engines here as the field of 41 will roll off a pit road. As they do, we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Back at Daytona National Speedway here, the field's about to go through turns 3 and 4, and one car sitting on pit road, Kev Shear. His car failed to fire as you saw him sitting on pit road as the field rolled off a pit road. So Kev Shear already behind the 8-ball as far as trying to win the Daytona 500 here as the pace car duck off on the pit road. Field being led in the hands of Joshua Osborne and Jessica Shelton. Green flag flies, and buggity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls. So already a tough break for one of the drivers in the field, Kev Shear, sitting on pit road after his car failed to fire on the start. As his car failed to fire as the command was given to fire the engines here. But off turn number 2, we'll be back. We see Joshua Osborne jumping out in front, Jessica Shelton in second position. Those two have in-car cameras for today's race here today. Our third camera rides inside Keith Batson's car in car number 21. Third and fourth turns they come here. Speed shot. And the start-finish line, Osborne leads the first lap here. First lap timed at 179.412 miles per hour. But don't get used to this pace because the second lap is always faster than the first on these plate tracks here. William Brock going in the middle of the racetrack here. Shelton is now caught on the high side now coming off turn number 2. As Osborne and Batson jump out in front right now. Batson to the low side in car 21, but he's got Charles Sanford to the going even lower in number 90. They'll be 3 wide for the lead as they go through turns 3 and 4, excuse me, and move Charles Sanford up to the top spot now in car number 90 as he takes his Ford out front. It's unusual to see Charles in a Ford, by the way, too. After so used to seeing him in a Chevrolet in a General Motors product. Second lap for the leader, tied at 200.089 miles per hour. You'll be seeing 200 miles an hour laps basically all day long here at Daytona. Into the third turn they come. Dylan Poteet jumps out in front now. He's got car number 7. That is Mike Becker behind him. Jacob Thibodeau in car number 33. He's making his return to the series here. He comes off to turn number 4. Trying for the third position now in the Harry Gant colors. They come to the start-finish line, and Poteet leads his first lap of the race. Off in the turn number 1 they go once again. Dylan Poteet in the number 22 Miller High Life Buick. 200.5 miles an hour the last time by on the third lap. Back in the second position now. Here comes Kat Batson in number 15. She won last season at North Wilkesboro in the Holly Farms 400 to close out last season. As they go through the third and fourth turns, Poteet falls back a little bit. He falls in the clutches of Mitchell Collins in car number 70. As they come to the start-finish line now, it is Batson to the lead now, and she'll lead lap number 4. Just an explosive start to this Daytona 500. 4 laps into this race here and 4 different leaders, averaging almost 196 miles per hour at this point of the race. Fast lap race so far set by Stephen Cullen at 201.455 miles an hour. In fact, all 10 cars in the top 10 laps are over 201 miles per hour. And they're 3 wide all the way around this field just about. As to the point now, the green and white Chevrolet of Trent Dunham as he pulls ahead, and now Dunham leads his lap. You remember too in the season 10 Snickers Cup Daytona 500, it was Trent Dunham who finally broke that Daytona 500 monkey he threw it, he had on his back for a long, long time. That was quite a few years ago, as a matter of fact, though. But Seth will tell you that was probably one of the most exciting moments he had in his commentating in the NNSCRA since the whole thing started some years back. As to the point now comes car number 5. It is Phil Parker as he takes his Chevrolet up to the top spot now. The City Chevrolet All-Star Racing machine. And we got report it was a header failure on the number 71 car, Kev Shearer. So tough break for the man from Pennsylvania as he actually, and all intents and purposes, a header failure is actually for all intents and purposes it's an engine failure basically on the 71 car. So the engine basically blew up as his car got started. Not one of those where you rig the car with a bomb so that way it goes off when it starts, but still, you know what I mean. So something tells me the engine builder is going to be hearing about it. Anyway, so strangely boring facts and courtesy of yours truly, James Qualls. But anyway, Zed Weinstein now goes to the point here. Good to see Zed Weinstein back in the series body too. You remember he was a 2-time series champion. All those times driving the J.D. McDuffie colors here, but here he is driving the Ron Bouchard Hawaiian Punch colors this season. Unusual to see Zed in a Buick, but still, after his championships were won in a Pontiac. But nonetheless, though, Zed, the man from the state of Arizona, out in front now. But here comes Jesse Turner to the low side in number 48, driving the James Hilton colors as he moves to the low side. He's got Stephen Cole in the 27 car right there behind him, as well as the number 11 car, Zach Winkle, back with the Junior Johnson team this season in the Budweiser Chevrolet. 3 wide again, like I said, several rows deep here as they come to the start-finish line now. Last lap for the leader, 200.076 miles per hour. As Jesse Turner pulls ahead to take the lead here, as now they go through turns 1 and 2 once again. Zach Winkle leading this inside pack of cars. Johnny Gardner in this mix, as well as Ryan George in the 12 car. Zach Rogers in 98. They'll go through turns 3 and 4 now, and look at this pack of cars. They're going off turn 4, 3 wide for the lead. Make that 2 wide. Winkle led the last time by over Weinstein as they go through turns number 1 and 2. That's what it's like when these cars zoom by at over 200 miles per hour here at Daytona National Speedway. Zach Rogers goes to the top spot now in car number 98, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. As Zach leads his first lap of the season now, as they come off the travel to complete another lap. That's 10 in the books and 20 to go here. Cole Deaver goes to second place now. And one of the rookies now up there, Colton Schwartz. He's driving for Evans Gardner Motorsports, which has expanded into an 8-car super team. This is also combining some of the friends that Johnny Gardner and Quentin Moore have here. Gardner, of course, hired back Chelsea Bowles for his ride, by the way, while Quentin Moore actually invited a couple of his friends, of course, James Sykes, I should say, excuse me, and Colton Schwartz behind the wheel of these machines. And Colton Schwartz, I think, is about to get ready to lead his first lap ever in this series, I think, too, and he will. So Colton Schwartz gets his lap led here. And remember, of course, over the course of the season, you get 5 bonus points for leading a lap. And if you lead the most laps, you get 5 additional extra bonus points. And those points add up over the course of the season on the way to the Castrol GTX Cup Series Championship. I know it's the first race of the season, but you can look back at any race and say that's where I may have won or lost it. So down the metro they come here. Laura Chung looked for the lead, but Poteet looked even lower now, as Poteet floors the throttle on his number 22 Miller American Buick. Up to second now comes car number 88, Aaron Macklin, and the 43 of Kyle Matthews behind him. Matthews in the STP Pontiac here, taking over the ride from Mike Becker last season. Becker driving the number 7 Chief Auto Parts 711 car here. Matthews had said before the season started, he said he had always wanted to drive a Richard Petty car in any series though. Well, he's getting a chance to do so now. You always know Matthews for driving the number 42 Mellow Yellow Kyle Petty cars there actually as well too. He drove a number 9 Mellow Yellow car to a championship last season. His third in the series, tying him with Joshua Osborne for championships. And Poteet, who wants to win his second championship, well, he's going to lead this lap here. Poteet will. And sneaking inside of Matthews is Jay Jefferson in car number 64 in driving the Sunny King Ford. On board with Jessica Shelton in car number 9 as she tries to move her way back up to the field. She moves inside of Jefferson for position now. Up ahead, Dylan Poteet, the leader. And she'll get pushed up the track here in car number 9. And from inside, Joshua Osborne's car, the pole sitter for the event. Whoa, brother, this is tight. And there's the view from Keith Batson's perspective in car number 21. He's also got the rear bumper cam on his Valvoline Ford. Looking right at the number 33 car, Jacob Thibodeau in his Skull Bandit Chevrolet. That's Poteet up ahead along with the 84 car of Zachary Fitzwater, and Poteet now has momentum on the outside of the racetrack here as he tries to get back by Batson. A Daytona 500 win for Keith Batson last season was his only win of the season. Season 27. He did, however, finish in the top 5 in the points last season, finished in the 4th position. And he hopes to try to get himself back in the. He hopes to try to get himself in the championship contention this season, though. Batson, always one of the toughest drivers in the field, the man from the state of Maine. As he has to leave for the time being, but here comes Seth Cole to the left side. You talk about a guy who got close but no cigar to a few wins last season. Seth has been second on a few occasions though, but did not get a win last season. As he hopes to break that losing streak there and we're better to do so by winning the Daytona 500. We're better to do so here, and we're already halfway home. 16 in the books and 14 to go here in this race. As this race is flown by really quick. Our average speed or fast lap race so far is still over 201 miles an hour, 201.6 now, set by Phil Parker in the 5, averaging over 198 miles per hour, and they are flying obviously around the track here. You think they're flying this fast at Daytona? Wait till we see them at Talladega later on for the Winston 500. Batson and Seth Cole. Who leads this lap here? Between the 21 and 52, it's the 21 does. Seth Cole, or I should say Keith Batson, excuse me, leads that lap. He's got the push from Nathan Hudson in the 16 car, the Carolina Tool Chattanooga Chew Chevy. But now Seth Cole being pushed by William Brock, who won the first Gatorade Twin 125 race this season. Granted him the 3rd position starting spot here, and now Mike Becker in the 7 car tries to push him now. James Sykes in the 89 car. That's I think a Pontiac he's driving. Yes, it is. And Batson shoved up the high side now as they come off turn number 4. And it's William Brock leading that lap, the Burger King Chevy. Just tremendous stuff here at Daytona here, but we are far from over here. Come by this time by, will be 11 laps remaining in this race here as they come down the backstretch into turn number 3. Charles Sanford, number 90, the season 19 Daytona 500 champion, Did with the number 41 Kodiak Chevrolet that season as they come off to number 4. Batson got a little bit had to get on the brakes a little bit, trying to keep from rear-ending the 52 car Seth Cole, and actually scratched at the 51 car of Jordan Anderson, who last season drove a Dodge for the Mopar camp. Left that ride last season to go to the 51 team this season. Phil Parker, the man from the state of Louisiana, goes out in front now, the Raging Cajun, as I like to call him. But Sanford goes inside. Nope. Here comes 26 car. Quentin Moore to the low side. Quentin would love to get a Daytona 500 championship himself. Moore driving the Boot Country Buick as they come off to number 4 here. And another rookie up there making his way through the field. Travis Furnace in number 75. The Simonized Pontiac moving his way through the field. Get ready for 10 laps to go. Well, there's the field, there's the field right there. You paid your money, now take your choice. Quentin Moore, again, looks to the low side of Phil Parker for the top spot. Chelsea Bowles in the 67 car, the only Chrysler Imperial in the field. Trying to make her way to the lead now. And yes, boys and girls, they actually raced Chryslers back in the early to mid 80s, as a matter of fact. Start-finish line, 5-car. Phil Parker leads that lap now. 21 laps in the books, 9 laps remaining. Any of these 40 cars can pull it off in the Daytona 500. Bowles still staying low on the inside, but now Phil Parker's going to try it again in 26 car. But closing up is Matt Haas in the 8 car, Jessica Shelton in the 9 car. Shelton moves Haas up the track now. She's got the push from Cat Batson in 15, a pair of Thunderbirds right there. The red car of Shelton and the yellow car of Batson. Cat Batson, that is. Bowles looks to the low side here. She blocks Shelton now. And Phil Parker led that lap by just a smidgen over the 26 car of Quentin Moore, but now 3 wide for the lead as Chelsea Bowles goes to the top spot now in the 67 car. 3 wides, about 6-7 rows deep. As they come off the second turn now, Shelton stays in behind Bowles' car. But now Shelton says, screw it, I want to go for the lead here. She has not yet led a lap. But I don't know if she will now because she's now stuck in the middle now as Cat Batson goes to the top spot now. Matt McIntyre down the low side here. 27 car of Stephen Cullen is in behind Matt McIntyre now. Field thunders into turn number 1 once again. 198 mile-an-hour average speed right now after 23 laps of this race. Ooh, they're getting a little bit close off that second corner. Backstretch, Cole Deaver leads that inside lane now. Rogers behind him, Jesse Turner, Ryan George, Johnny Gardner, Zed Weinstein all in this inside lane. And we haven't talked about Levi McIntyre at all in that 17 car, the orange and white car. There he is right there. About middle of the pack, but he's trying to get himself into contention now. 6 laps to go. Cole Deaver out in front. Jessica Shelton's car, you're on board with her. Trying to find a line to the inside lane here. Problem is that middle lane though, you're stuck. Rogers had the lead, but here comes number 12, Ryan George. Got the push from Johnny Gardner in the 66 car. Kev Sherry, you know, is cheering for Ryan George at least to try to get this 500 victory. But Rogers moves up outside. Zach Rogers leads that lap. 5 laps remaining. Boy, it's close. Gardner now moves to the front now. Weinstein goes low. Here comes McIntyre, number 17. As they go to the backstretch into the third turn now, Gardner slams the door in McIntyre's face now as they go through the third and fourth corners now. Start finish line to come. 26 laps in the books. They'll be now down to 4 laps remaining. Here comes McIntyre to the low side. Tries for the lead. Fell short at the line that time by, but takes the lead for the time being now as they go through into turn number 1. But Zach Winkle shoves McIntyre up the track. Now Winkle goes to the top spot. Now number 11, the Budweiser Chevrolet. And here comes number 14, Daniel Bouchard to the low side. Tries for second position now, but he says screw it. He wants to go 3 wide now. Rob Evans is behind him. Laura Chung, Kyle Matthews, along with the 84 car of Zachary Fitzwater. Off the fourth turn they come. 3 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Bouchard out in front now. Daniel Bouchard in number 14. And now Rob Evans in his 55 car goes to the top spot. Laura Chung behind him in 97. Will we see a veteran win this race, or will we see an upset first-time winner in this 500? We may have that possibility of that first-time winner in the 500. We have seen those before. Matthews to the low side. He's won this 500 before back in season 22. Two laps to go. They go into turn number 1. Kyle Matthews looking for a second Daytona 500 title. Question is, who is in the right spot to get the win? That is the question. Who's in the right spot? Who will make the move? Thibodeau to the low side. He's got Dylan Young behind him. Keith Batson is in there. Into the third turn now. It'll be the white flag waving this time by. Ooh, they're getting a little bit cozy off that fourth corner. They come to start finish line. White flag waves. 1 lap remaining in the Daytona 500. Can Kyle Matthews hold them all off? In the turn number 1. Dylan Young, second position. Batson trying for a second straight 500 victory. Off turn number 2. Seth Cole's getting into it. Batson dives down low. What are they going to do in the backstretch here? Dylan Young trying to stay behind Matthews. He's going to do so in the third turn, but Batson's not giving up. Young to the high side of the track here. Through the third and fourth turns they come here. What's going to happen here? Young tries to close the back up off the fourth turn now. And they come to start line. Young comes to the inside of Matthews. Is he going to do it? No, he does not. Kyle Matthews wins the season 28 Daytona 500. An unbelievable finish. Kyle Matthews in the number 43 STP Pontiac takes the Richard Petty colors to victory lane in the season 28 Daytona 500. His first race in that car, and holds off Dylan Young to take the victory. I thought for a second Dylan Young might have had a shot of getting the win here. But what a heartbreaker that was for Dylan Young as he came to start finish as he moved to the inside. He had a good run, but just made his move too late at the line. How close was it at the line, you ask? Well, let's take a look and see how it was. There's Young. He made a move to the low side. Looked like he might have a shot at getting Matthews there, but that was how close it was at the line. A half a car length between the number 43 Pontiac and the number 2 Buick. Here, Seth Cole's going to get third position in this race here today. Fourth spot will go to Keith Batson. Fifth place will go to to Colton Schwartz, his first ever race, and he ends up finishing in 5th position. Well, you remember last season, Taylor Durdes finished 2nd in his first Castrol GTX Cup Series points race, too. Rest of the top 10 for you here. Jay Jefferson comes home 6th, Rob Evans 7th, Trent Dunham finishes in 8th, Jacob Thibodeau 9th, and Nathan Hudson will finish in 10th position. 11th place will go to, well, I'll be dipped. 11th place will go to Zachary Fitzwater, 12th Daniel Bouchard, 13th William Brock, 14th will go to Levi McIntyre, Laura Chung 15th, Dylan Poteet 16th, Johnny Gardner 17th, Zach Winkle 18th, Zach Rogers 19th, Aaron Macklin in his first Castrol GTX Cup Series event comes home in 20th position. Excuse me. Zed Weinstein was 21st, Cole Deaver 22nd, Matt Haas, Ryan George, Matt McIntyre, Joshua Osborne, the pole sitter 26th, then Jesse Turner, Kat Batson, Stephen Cullen, and Mike Becker was the top 30 in this race here today. Rest of the finishing order for you here. Chelsea Bowles was 31st, Jordan Anderson 32nd, Jessica Shelton 33rd, not at the day she wanted here, obviously, in the Daytona 500, obviously. Here, Quentin Moore was 34th, not the day he wanted either. Charles Sanders, we haven't talked much about him at all today. He ends up 35th. Travis Furness 36th, then Phil Parker, Mitchell Collins, Shay Derryman, and James Sykes was the last finisher of the race here, of the cars that ran in 40th position. And of course, Kev Shearer was dead last in this race here. A header failure kept him from having any fun at all in the 500. Sad to say for him, but always next season, obviously, I would suppose. But what a finish that was at Daytona, averaging 198.441 miles an hour. Margin of victory, 27,000th of a second at the start-finish line. Hard to call that at over 200 miles an hour, but Kyle Matthews gets his second Daytona 500 win and his first victory of the season, holding off Dylan Young and Seth Cole and Keith Batson for the victory in that race here. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got in-our races, we got gaming videos, we got in-our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires for his channel, be sure to check out our other NNSCRA series, including Seth Cole's Duracell Cup Series, all on this channel as well, too. I guarantee he does his races a lot better than what I have to offer, too. And, of course, on Thrashmania 899's channel, be sure to check out the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series on that channel as well, too. So, some of the best offline series are under the NNSCRA, are under the NNSCRA umbrella, and you will not regret checking those races out neither. So the Mecca that was the Daytona 500 is done. Congratulations again to Kyle Matthews, the winner of season 28 Daytona 500. For now, this is James Goss. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you for the next race on the tour at Rockingham.